Hello. We're going to a Stormblood Extreme. This one is called Emanation. Emanation Extreme. We're fighting Lakshmi. This one is pretty similar to the normal fight, with just like a few little extra things. So I believe this one is also minimum eye level with no echo. Okay, so this is the minimum eye level to get into this one. No echo. Okay, so we're gonna do a first rough pull and just see what happens. Just like the original version of this fight, we have this duty action here, vril. Okay, we have 3 out of 3 of them. And you can see here that these ads also have this little thing. So you need to be able to use your duty action for this fight. It's very important. We had some issues with somebody not being able to use their duty action, like there was something going on with their HUD, and so before you queue into this fight, make sure that you are that you're able to see this and use it. Like for me, I'm on controller, and so for mine, I push the right stick in, and then I can use my duty action. Okay, so figure out whatever it is on your hotbar. Yeah. So at the beginning we just take care of the ads, watch out for this slip away mechanic. As you can see, as minimum eye level, this stuff hits pretty hard here with raid wides and various things. Okay, so this first one, this circly flower thingy, that one is going to go on 3 people, and you can see we've got like this T-shaped thingy. And so you want to spread out. So we have one person here, some people in the back and stuff like that. There's so many different ways to handle this mechanic. So there's many different strategies and stuff. But if you're running it with like new people or just Party Finder where people have done many different things, just make sure you're spreading out enough, like to the sides or the back or the very front, so that you know there's space for other people. And then like once you're kind of in your spot, like don't move too much so other people don't have to adjust as much. Okay, and then we want to go in for that. Strotum is raid wide. Okay. Pool of the light. Looks like that was the tank buster. Wait, was it pool of light or pall of light? Remember there's, okay, so this is pool of light. Okay, so main tank is gonna get hit with a tank buster. Make sure you mitigate for that. Okay, over here there's a person with the blue marker. This is blue marker over their head. Whoever has that is gonna get cleaved, and you know, there we go. So you want to stay away from that. I'm pretty sure that will always go on the person with the second highest aggro on the list. And here it was the other tank. They had their tank stance on, and so ideally that's up there. I don't think you want the main tank to get hit with that, but we'll see some more variations of this. We got a lot of pools here. Okay, here we've got the flower and then this other flower. Okay, so one person has the T shape, and then we got 2 people with the circle AoEs. So make space off to the sides, and then kind of just plant yourself so that we're spread out and stuff. Okay, so the thing will hit, and you don't the circle ones will leave puddles. So that's why it's also important to keep the circle ones off to the side. If you stay in the puddle too long, then you'll get a little bleed. Okay, but if you leave, then you lose the bleed. Okay, and then this is the raid ride that's happening right now. Okay, this one, Pall of Light, P-A-L-L. Okay, this is the stack, so we want to stack up, and the pool is the Tank Buster. TB for Tank Buster, okay? Paul is stack. Paul, like all, like everybody, stacks up, okay? Okay, Pool of Light, Tank Buster. Okay, this thing, Chenchala, it's important to pay attention to when the boss does this move. She ends up getting this this buff right here for herself, and this is basically when you want to make sure you have your vril up, because when she does moves with this Chenchala thingy and she's got all this like blue aura stuff, that means the move can potentially like kill you. Okay, so make sure you, like, for this one, divine denial, the entire stage is glowing, so you want to use your vril here. Okay, so my vril ignites because I just used it, and this is gonna help protect me. See, if you don't use it, you end up getting knocked off the stage. So, yeah. And then after, like, I have my vril, but once I get hit, then it uses my vril. Okay, so then I lose my vril, but I didn't die. And so that's why it's important to use that. And then also not be using it like all the time, so you don't lose all your vril, because you only get 3, and then you have to like wait to replenish it later. Okay, but yeah, since a lot of people died, both the tanks died, I am the main target right now. So we got this Hand of Beauty. Oh wait, we have some people with target left, so I think that means that they are not going to be able to control their characters for a moment. Or that just means they were the target of those things. Was it? Let's see. Target left. Let me look this up. This isn't necessarily, I can't search it like that, but I saw this thing. MP and EH, they both do have the Hand of Beauty thing. So, or like afterwards. Okay, and then they lose their thingy. And so that's probably what that is. You can correct me if I'm wrong though. Okay, Pool of Light is the Tank Buster, so I'm probably gonna die. Yeah, so it's too much for me to down. I'm a DPS. Okay, but the people with the circle AoEs, drop those off to the side. Right. Okay, so EH drop their thing, but then they also okay, when I died to the Tank Buster, the black mage, became the main aggro tank person, and then EH became the second in line of aggro, and so they got hit with the cleave. Okay, and it's just because we have a bunch of people down, and so they had the little flower circle thingy, but then they also ended up, it's kind of hard to see, but they also had the blue marker that popped up right there, so that's why they got hit with the cleave. So that's unfortunate. Okay, so it's kind of a lot. Ooh, yeah, and it looks like the circle AoEs expand in this part. We have this dark circle in here, and if you stand in that, it's like, it's not good. So the boss is gonna do this thing called Divine Desire, where she'll suck in people into this thing, and if you're standing in this thing, you get a bleed. Okay, see? So this person has a bleed, this person has a bleed because they're both standing in the thing. We have someone out here, they use their vril, and so ideally they won't get pulled into the thing. But yeah, anyway, so that's kind of the gist of these mechanics thus far. Okay, I'm gonna skip some head bits so we can just see that again. So we just take care of the ads, watch out for the look away mechanic, don't stand in the AoE. Okay, and then the main boss does a big raid wide, so we just heal through those. Hand of Grace, we're gonna get people with the T-shape AoEs, so we'll just move off to the side, make room for people. Usually you want to leave the center clear, or also stay away from the boss area because that's where the tank is and any melee people. But yeah, just do the best you can to spread all that out. And see, like, once we kind of pick our spots, we don't move, and so then the people who are in the safe spots also don't have to adjust too much. So just like pick a spot and commit to it, and then remember to run in so you can get heals if you're not a healer. Well, also if you're a healer, you want to run in so you can heal people. Okay, so we had a raid wide, and then Pool of Light is a tank buster. Okay, and then the second aggro person, ideally it would be a tank, gets the blue marker and they're gonna get cleaved, so stay away from them. Oof. Okay, so I think they moved just a little bit. So let's see how big this cleave is. Oh, they didn't move at all, they just happen to be in the back there. So it looks like the boss turns all the way towards them. And then we'll do pretty wide cleave. Yeah. So we want to be pretty far away from that. We took a decent amount of damage here. Alluring Arm. Okay, so we got the T-shape AoE and also the 2 circle AoEs. We'll drop them off to the side. Usually what I see people do is they have the circle AoEs be in the far back. Just because later they do expand. So you want to kind of keep that away from people. But this first set is fine. The circle AoEs that are dropped don't expand yet. But you still don't want to stand in them. Okay, we had a bit of a raid wide there. The Stotrum. And then Pall of Light, so this is the stack marker. Pall is in P-A-L-L. Pool, P-U-L-L, is the tank buster. Chanchala. So see how she's not like glowing like with the dark blue stuff yet, but then now she's got the Chanchala buff. Okay, so now it's like Dragon Ball Z, I don't know which form Super Saiyan, but like the blue version. Okay, so we want to use Vril when she has this Chanchala thing, but definitely when we see this, the Divine Denial, the whole stage is like glowing. Definitely want to have the Vril up for that. You get like you know, a while for the Vril, but just basically whenever she has this debuff up, you want to have your Vril up to be sure, if you're unsure about when to use it or which specific mechanics. Yeah, see how we had that? We still got knocked back a little bit, but not enough that we got knocked all the way off the stage. Okay. Hand of Beauty. It's the line AoE ones. Oh, not line AoEs. Circle AoEs. See if I can tell the difference with flowers. Oh yeah, I guess this... Is it because this is circular? I don't know. Okay, so the people with the AoEs will move off to the back or the edge somewhere. Pool of Light, we got Tank Buster. Okay, then well, one tank had died earlier from the knockback, and then the second tank died, but then the first tank came back, but when they just came back, the other tank died, which is why I became the main tank. And so, it was a whole situation, okay, like, we have a lot that's happening. And then while we did that, we have some people moving those AoEs to the back. Okay, so AoEs to the back. I realized the tank died, and I am the main tank now, and so I turn around. The person who has second aggro now, Black Mage, has the blue thing on them, and they get hit with the cleave, and so they end up dying. Okay. And I'm just trying to keep the boss away from everybody. The AoEs that were dropped before expand, so you will want to make sure you're not standing in it, which is also why most people will drop those circle AoEs in the back. Okay, in the back over there, so then when they expand, we still have a big portion of the stage in the front to do stuff. The boss will go back to the center, and there will be this Divine Desire bubble thingy. If you're standing in it, you get a bleed. And so you want to back up and use your Vril. Have your Vril up because Chanchala is still a thing here. If you don't have your Vril up, then you will get pulled into the thing, okay? This person had their Vril up, which is why when they got pulled, they didn't get pulled all the way into the bleed circle. See, so they have their Vril. I don't have my Vril. So watch here. They're right here, and I think they just get pulled like that much. Yeah, see, they got pulled a little bit, but like, because I didn't have my Vril up, I got pulled all the way into the thing. I get a bleed, and I'm stunned. And I took damage. So that means I'm stunned and I'm bleeding and I can't move because I'm stunned, and so I have to sit in this bleed for a while. But as soon as the stun is done, you gotta get out of there if you want to survive. Okay, I didn't make it. I didn't make it because I was still the main tank at this point. See, I've got the... I have top aggro right now. That was because we had the situation with the tanks dying and stuff, and so they needed to provoke off of me, but a lot was happening pretty quickly. So, yeah. Pool of Light. Okay, so looks like... who's this? The Bard. The Bard has aggro now because the Bard has been alive this whole time, and so we needed one of the tanks to provoke away from us. And there's a Pool of Light, so that's a tank buster, so this person's probably gonna die. Yeah. Okay. Okay, and the blue marker is the cleave. Alright, so watch out for that. Yeah, we were having a little bit of issues. It's mainly just because we had a lot of new people, and so it's not a big deal. You know, we spent time to explain different things, but we made it further. We are at the ad phase now. So here, we've got a bunch of different ads. We've got one here, there's a few here, things like that. The ads will have this Vril on them, and the vril will like jump from ad to ad, like in whatever order. And the situation here is that you want, okay, well, the mechanic itself. I'll talk about the mechanic itself. We have this DPS check here. Okay, so we have until this whole thing gets down to, is it hard to see this? Let me switch. We have until this whole thing gets down to 0. If it gets down to 0, then the boss will do the really big raid-wide whatever thingy that can possibly kill us, okay? And so if we don't take care of the ads by then we can possibly die. Now, right now we don't have any more vril. We needed to use it for all the other mechanics that we just went through. And so, in order to replenish our vril, like that's what we're doing in this DPS phase, the ad phase. We are going to replenish our vril, and the only way to do that is to kill one of the ads while they have the vril bubble. Okay, and so how we handle that, oh, did you see that the bubble just like moved over here? How we handle that typically is we attack all of the ads so they're at like 10%, 15%, just close to dying, okay, but not actually dying. And then once they're all like a low bit of health, then we find the one with the bubble. Like the bubble will be moving everywhere ever, but at the beginning it doesn't matter. Once they're all at 10-15%, then we find the one with the bubble and then we kill that one. And then when the bubble transfers to another one, we kill that one because it's already at 10-15%. And then that means we'll replenish our vril. Okay? So that's how that happens. It's kind of like the Thorn March fight, if you've done that, where you have to manage your DPS and you want to get all of the little Moogles down to low health before actually killing one, because then it'll trigger the boss to do this and that. Alright? So that's how we handle the ads here. While that's happening, we've got 2 people here with these target markers, and they want to bring those markers away because they'll explode. So you don't want to explode near other people. I know you can see the little bubble, the vril bubble is like moving around to all the different ads. Okay, we want to move those markers away from each other. Okay, so we weren't super coordinated at this point. Once the ads like die, they come back, and the issue with this is when they come back and they're full health, we have to like do it all over again. But as you can see here, we didn't replenish any of our vril because we didn't kill them when they had the actual bubble. And so we ended up kind of just wasting all of that. And we only have so much time left before the really big potential wipe. Okay, so killing them just to kill them doesn't really do anything. You know, it doesn't matter. Our goal here is not to just kill the ads. That sounds horrible. Our goal is use killing the ads as a means to replenish our vril. That sounds horrible too. But yeah, okay, we're not just blindly killing ads here. There's a strategic reason why we have to in order to fulfill the mechanic, which is to get vril, and if we don't get more vril, then we're gonna die in the next mechanics.
Your weary souls in my bosom.
So we died. Oh, how much did that do? We died because we didn't have Rill to use for this part. Whoa, that's a lot. That's a lot of health there. Okay.
I shall free you from your hate.
Okay, so I think... Okay, we do go again. Let's... Okay, we'll watch it again, sure.
Open your heart.
Okay, look away from that. Okay, so we had the raid wide, and then we're gonna get the T-shaped stuff. Oh, okay, yeah, so this one, the one where the petals are more filled, I guess, that one is the T-shape AoE ones. See, I always pick like south to the west. I prefer to be consistent. Okay, and then a raid wide. Pool of light is the tank buster. Blue thingy is the big cleave. Alluring arm, so we got the T-shaped one and the circle AoE ones. So I moved southwest again, but yeah, see, they still had enough space over here. And I do this so that there's more space for people to stay in the middle of the stage. Okay, raid wide. Stack marker. This is the pall of light. Pool of light. Tank buster. Chinchalla is her buff, so we want to have our Vril up. Super Saiyan. Which level is Super Saiyan is the blue one? Okay, so we definitely want to have the Vril up so we don't get knocked off the stage. Okay, while that happens. Okay. Dragon Ball Super Saiyan Blue Evolution. Hand of Beauty. Circle AoEs, drop those off to the back ideally, because they will expand. Okay, I'm number 2 on the aggro list, and so I got the thingy. Okay, and so I tried to like just move up here so it wouldn't hit anybody else. Tricky business though, because technically you don't want the main tank to get hit with it, but at the same time I was like, I don't know, I don't want to get everybody else hit with it. So I was like, the tank's usually up here, I'll just sit up here. Yeah, well, so what ended up happening is I killed myself and I killed the tank. and then the Black Mage also got hit with a bunch, and they happened to also be top aggro, and so then they became the tank, and then, yeah, it's not great. So, it's important for tanks to keep their tank stance on, okay, for sure, in this fight. And so they always have the second aggro, so they bait that, the blue thing. So even if you die, like, put your tank stance on, throw some mitigations on, so that you can handle these mechanics for people. And then with those AoEs in the back here are expanding. Divine Desire. Okay, so use your Vril. She's still got the Chinchalla thingy. And so if you have your Vril up, then you won't get sucked into this whole thing. But if you are in there, try to get out as soon as the stun is over so you don't die from the bleed. Okay, Pool of Light is the tank buster. Okay, blue thingy. Okay. See, they're staying away from stuff. Okay. Raid ride.
my dreamers.
Alright, add phase. So again, the goal here is to get all of the adds to very low health, like 10%, 15%. And then you target the one that has the bubble. Kill the one that has the bubble so you can replenish your vril. And then people with the little markers need to spread out away from other people so they can explode. Okay, see? So here we had the health pretty low, so we want to just keep it low. So this one ended up coming back, but we didn't get extra vril from that, so I think someone accidentally hit it. Or intentionally hit it and didn't realize. But yeah, so this one over here, since we have 3 of them pretty close to death, if this one dies with the bubble, then we'll replenish a vril. Okay, but then the vril moved to like this one over here, so you don't want to kill any of these yet. Like, leave them alone. Okay, so then we attack this one. Try to get the health pretty low. Okay, unfortunately this was killed, but the bubble is here, and so we didn't get our vril replenished. Okay, I'm gonna explode. So I'll stay away. Yeah, so this was a little tricky to coordinate. I think because we had a lot of new people, it might have been a little difficult to understand exactly how the mechanic works. But it's okay. We ended up being able to explain it later. Oh! Oh, wait, we got it. Wait. Okay. So, the vril is over here right now. The vril is on this one now. N, this one. Okay, so I think that one's about to die. Yeah, okay, so as soon as that one died, it happens to have the bubble, right? And so then we ended up getting vril replenished. Ah.
Rest your weary souls in my bosom.
I wonder if it doesn't show up one by one and you have to like have done the mechanic, like gotten like the kills a few times up until it gets to 3 and then you get it all replenished. Maybe. Also the Super Saiyan thing, I don't know, it's saying something about X20 in power, something like that. I haven't watched Dragon Ball in a long time, so I don't know what the entire thing is, but I know it's more recent. The blue evolution. Alright. Anyway, Chinchalla, okay, when she gets the debuff, she's a Super Saiyan. Okay, so we gotta have our vril up so we don't die from this thing. Okay, and so this one, the divine thingy, the stage wasn't glowing necessarily, but here we get divine doubt, we get hit with that, and then everybody gets confused. Okay. The thing is, if you have your vril up, then you're not gonna stay confused for that long. If you don't have your vril up, then you'll continue to be confused and attacking other people. Okay, so let's see here. Divine doubt. Alright, so a lot of people are getting their vril up. Okay, I popped mine like at the last second. Here, so we got these 3 with their vril up. Oh yeah, okay, so all of us had our vril up here. Okay. And then... So these three didn't end up having their vril up. Sorry for calling you out, guys. But for the example, so we all get hit with the confusion thing. Oh, this tank ended up dying. They came back to life, didn't have enough health, and so they died to the attack. So yeah, everyone is like kind of picking on each other and attacking each other. And then the people who had the vril up lose their confusion first, and then the people who didn't have their vril before the attack continue staying confused. Okay, and then here we have the blue marker for the second aggro person, so watch out for that cleave. Okay, they both died. Pool of Light is the tank buster. Okay, we're trying to get a tank up, and then we need the tank to provoke. Okay, during that, the boss loses see, she's still the Super Saiyan thing, right? The glowing blue stuff, but then eventually she loses it, and so then we're good. Okay, we've got this platform thing, and it's gonna blow up eventually. However, it's got little bubbles on it, so you can go collect those real quick to replenish your vril if you need to. And these AoEs are going all over the place, okay? And so you got a few different places that you can go to collect more of this stuff. Okay. And then they'll go away, and then, you know, it explodes. So as soon as they pop up, go collect them and then get out of those. Okay, again, so yeah, I'm gonna collect some and then I'm gonna get out of the way. Then we have the little blue thing over here, so watch out for whoever has that. Pall of Light, we're gonna stack up. Alluring Arm is going to be the T-shaped one and the circle ones. So with this we have way more, right? We have 2 circle ones and... Is it 2 circle ones and 2 things, or was it just... Okay, no. It's 2 T-shaped ones and 1 circle one. So I always try to move those off to the side and not in the center here, but everyone was trying to adjust. We got a blue marker here, so watch out for that cleave. I was trying my best to not get hit with anything. You could see me scrambling around, right, to adjust to everybody. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get out of that. Okay, I want to get out of that. And then I was running here, and then the circle thing showed, and I was like, oh, no. So I tried to stand behind the tank, hoping that when the cleave went off, I wouldn't get hit. And then all these other things are going off. Okay, and then there, the puddle is the bleed there, so careful, don't step in that. Raid wide. Chinchala, so we gotta have our vril up for stuff coming up. Divine Doubt. Okay, so the ground is not doing a thingy. And so, from what I understand, it's better if you kind of run closer to like the sides or spread out from each other, or else everyone groups up and then attacks each other, like, or attacks even the same person, and then you can potentially kill somebody. But again, if you have your vril up, you will lose the confusion thing pretty quickly. Okay, so make sure you have that. Right after that, we have the Pall of Light, and so we gotta stack up together. Okay, and with that one, we all got a bleed. Okay, so this is a big kind of healer situation here. Because that stack thingy is when she uses Super Saiyan, you know? And so it adds more stuff to it. And so we have the bleed. Whereas before, the Pall of Light was just regular, just damage. Okay. And hang on, let's see here. I'm wondering why some people didn't get the bleed, and it might have been SVAA. What was different there? Oh, SV and AA both had their vril, whereas the rest of us did not have vril. And so it looks like that's probably why the rest of us have a bleed and they don't. So it looks like if you have your vril up for that, then you should be okay. Okay, I think it might have been because the majority of us used our vril for this first divine doubt thingy. Okay, so then we wouldn't get attacked as much from that thing, the confusion thingy. But then it uses the vril, and then the stack happens. Okay, so after that confusion thingy, then you gotta hit your vril thing again for the stack so that you don't get the bleed. The bleed is also just, if you have the bleed, then the healers will need to keep everybody healed up. Okay, so we got the circle thing on the outside, and so you can go collect more vril, and you gotta use it so you don't get sucked into this thing. I think I walked into it just to see, and yeah, if you stand in it, you get a bleed. If you don't have your vril, it will suck you in, and then you'll be stunned and you have to stand in the bleed. Then make sure to run out as soon as you can. Okay, we've got the line AoEs all over the place, and you can collect more vril if you need it. But then we have the Pall of Light thing, so we gotta stack up for that. I didn't want to run across and get hit though, so I didn't. And yeah. Tricky business. Okay, raid wide. Oh, we're so close. %. Okay, we've got a lot here. We got the line AoEs, and then we got 2 circle AoEs, and we have a stack. So spread out your line AoEs, spread out your circle AoEs, and everybody else ideally will go stack together. But I don't think we had enough people. Okay, and then I got the little blue cleave thing. Okay, so that was pretty close, 2%. I don't know what pool that was, but we were here for like 20 minutes. And so really it's just cleaning up a bunch of stuff. We were like, just clemency yourself. And they use their invuln to try to stay up. So close. Oh, they're standing in that. Okay, that was pretty close. Alright, so I am gonna go ahead and just skip ahead because there's a lot of discussion on how to like clean up mechanics here, and then we go again and we're just cleaning things up, and then, yeah, we're, you know, we wipe again. We're cleaning more things up. Okay, again, we're drawing again, cleaning things up. And so let's just go for the final one. Okay, we kept going until we had 10 minutes left in the instance, and the fight is, you know, usually around 10 minutes or a little bit less than 10 minutes. And so we were like, let's just do it. Let's see if we can get the clear at the final pull. Okay, so take care of the ads. Make sure to look away when it has the look away thingy. Don't stand in the AoE. Okay, we get a raid wide here. And then we'll have to move those line AoEs away. Okay, adjust yourselves to fit. See, it was hard to see, but I could see that there was one person's line thing really close to me, so that's why I adjusted a little bit. Like that. Okay, raid wide. Pool of light, it's tank buster. Oh, I didn't see that, but that was the blue cleave thing. I think her dress, something was covering it. I always thought this looked like a coat hanger. I don't know. Okay, alluring arm. We got the line AoE and the circle AoEs. So we'll drop those off at the sides. It's a circle, so it's not really a side, it's more just the edge. And then make sure you don't stand in the thing. Okay, Pall of Light, we're gonna stack up for this. And see, we get hit with damage, but we don't get the bleed. And so it's just when she has the Chinchalla thing, the blue Super Saiyan thing, that it adds the bleed. Pool of Light was the tank buster. Okay, Chinchalla? Wait, is it Chinchalla or Chachala? Have I been saying it wrong? I wouldn't put it past me if I said it wrong. Is it Chinchalla? It is Chinchalla. Okay, never mind. Don't doubt yourself, man. Okay. Okay, so we got the Chinchalla thingy. So we're gonna pop the Vril. So we're gonna get knocked off the stage. Nice. See, we all did it. Hand of Beauty. Okay, so we've got the circle AoEs. We're gonna drop those off to the back. Pool of Lights, tank buster. And then I got the cleave. Oh, you know what? That's probably why sometimes some people die with the cleave and sometimes they don't. Because if it's during the Chinchalla thing, it's probably worse. So I probably should have had my Vril up when I take the hit from this thing. So I'm probably gonna die here. Yeah. So oh yeah, that's a lot. So yeah, if you see the Chinchalla thing is up when she's the blue Super Saiyan, you basically want to have your Vril up, like, if you're gonna do any of the mechanics. Like, even dropping the AoEs, I think they also had their Vril up for those. Let's see. Yeah, they kept their Vril up to drop the AoEs in the back there, so that's why I died. Because earlier I saw, like, somebody else get hit with the blue thingy and they didn't die, and I was like, what the heck? How did they not die? And it was likely because it wasn't the Chinchalla thing. We weren't in that Chinchalla phase, and so they survived it. Or they survived it because they had their Vril up. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so I'm just gonna chill dead, but here, Divine Desire, okay, so don't stand in this thingy unless you want it to bleed, which you usually don't want to bleed. Have your Vril up so you don't get sucked into the thingy, but if you got sucked in, as soon as you're done being stunned, you gotta run out. Pool of Light is the tank buster. priorities in raising is to like to get the healers up, to get the tanks up, okay? And so that's why you'll see I end up staying dead for a while here. Okay, but this allowed me to look at stuff. Virile damage taken by certain attacks is reduced or converted into HP. Oh, it's converted to HP? That's nice. Okay, so the blue thingy, the cleave, it's not the Chinchilla though, so yeah, they don't end up actually dying to this. That's nice. Whoa, look at their shield. That's a lot. Raid wide.
Hearken to me, my dreamers.
Okay, ad phase. So we want to take the ad's health down to pretty low. We have this amount of time to handle it as it counts down. And then you want to kill them when they have the bubble on them. Because I was dead, I was just typing. I was doing callouts and stuff on things to look out for in the chat. But yeah, I can. The markers will kill people. Okay. Looks like this person, somebody died because they took aggro from the thing. So the thing here is, I mean, this ad has like a bow and arrow, okay? So like people can still be taking a bunch of damage from these ads. So ideally tanks will go pick up all the ads, like take aggro from them, like provoke them and things like that. And so then the other people don't get hit with the stuff, ideally. Okay. And then the markers is stay away, so you can blow up away from people. Okay, so... Okay, stay away. And then we have the ad over here that's close to dying. And they do have the bubble. And so... Okay. They died, and then it gave the Virile over here to this ad. Oh yeah, and then the boss like revived the ad over there. Okay, and then somebody killed the ad here when it had the bubble, and then so then we ended up getting Virile.
Rest your weary souls in my bosom.
Okay, and then you want to use your Virile during this part of the raid wide, so you don't die from the raid wide. Five minutes remaining. Will we make it?
I shall free you from your hate.
I'm back. Okay, so she's got Chinchilla up. She's got the blue thingy. Divine Doubt, so you want to make sure you have your Virile up for this. And then you see, like, we ran out here so that we would basically be paired up. And so we attack each other. These two end up attacking each other. Oh! They attacked me too much. Oh no.
Do not your souls weigh heavy?
They put a sad face in the chat. And I was like, you killed me.
Surrender to this. Your souls are sustained.
Okay. Okay. What situation happened here? When I came back... Alright, this is when I came back. Pool of Light is the tank buster. Wait, the tanks are both dead right now? How are they dead? How did the tanks die? Oh, okay. One of the tanks was still confused, and then the other tank was getting hit by the boss. Oh, okay. They got hit with the cleave, the blue cleave thingy, and so they took damage. They didn't have their drill up for that. And then the tank buster happens, but because the tanks both died previously from the other cleave thingy, because they didn't have the real thing, it's targeting this the bard, the one that killed me. And so the bard ends up dying. Yeah, I noticed that only because like, you know, usually when like if you die and then the screen changes and all that stuff, you can miss a bunch of things. I only noticed that because in the chat, the bard and I were kind of like, you know, joking around, because I sent a sad face as soon as they like killed me, and then I joked and I was like, oh, you killed me, and then their next comment was didn't have real up, and then I was like, wait, what do you mean? Like I did have real up. Like I was thinking that, but then they clarified and said they meant the tanks didn't have real up, and then I was like, oh yeah, wait, both tanks are dead. And it's probably because, yeah, they didn't have the real up for the confusion thingy and also the big cleave things. And so then, with them dead, somebody else took the tank buster. Okay, it's a whole thing. So when you see the blue, glowy, Super Saiyan, blue evolution thingy, you gotta have your real up for stuff. Okay, these are the zigzag lion AoE things. Go collect some vril if you need some. Another set of that, so go collect a bunch if you need some. Yeah, I sprinted over there. I was like, wait, I don't know how long that's gonna last. Oh, that was close. I almost got clipped by that. The blue thingies over there, and I ran across. I was just trying to collect more vril, and I ran over, but fortunately it hit when I was like still over here. Okay, we're stacking up. Glaring arm, T-shape, and circle AoEs to spread out. There's a lot more of them, so kind of just pick a spot so people don't have to adjust too much. Oh man, we had the cleave too. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. This is why it's important that both tanks have their tank stance on and are maintaining the aggro. So who had the blue marker? Oh, okay. You can kind of see it off the screen here. This little thingy. Is that visible? I can't draw over here, it cuts off, but like this person, whoever this person is, they ended up having the dancer had the blue thing over there. And so they got cleaved with that, and since everybody is basically back here, we all got hit with the cleave. This, okay, so that's why it's important to make sure both tanks are the top of the aggro list. Yeah, wide cleave. So, yeah. Fortunately, it's not the one with the Chinchilla thing, or else we all would have died there. So we took a lot of damage. We didn't die, fortunately, but we almost could have. Okay, and also remember the circle AoE will turn into a bleed puddle. So don't run into that if you can help it. Braid wide. Chinchilla. Make sure you have your vril up. Divine Doubt, okay, spread out a little bit. So you just attack one person. Yeah, see, with everyone bunched up, it can be kind of hectic and people can double up on attacking the same person. So... okay, stack up. Well, that was the main tank, so maybe they were just getting autos from the boss. Yeah. Again, if you have your Vril up, you'll lose your confusion faster than if you don't have your Vril up, okay? Hall of Light, so we're going to stack up for that. And we have the Bleed. I thought that they... oh, no. Okay, so they had the confusion, so they didn't have the... That was before, that was the other run. So with this stack marker, because she's got her blue Chinchilla thingy, you want to use your Vril again here, or else you'll get the Bleed. Which again, the healers can heal through, but you can kind of see it goes down pretty quick, right? So fortunately we had really good healers. Okay, we got the AU on the side. I'm picking up more Vril just to have more. Divine Desire, make sure you have your Vril up so you don't get sucked in. Oh, what'd they die? What'd they get hit with? Oh, they were standing in the outside thing. That's why. So they got... both of them got hit with the outside AoE thing, the glowing thing. So you can pick up your Vril from them, but you gotta get out of there so you don't die from it. And then at the same time, the thing like sucks people inwards if they don't have the Vril. See? Right here, Divine Desire seems to go off around the same time this whole thing does. So you gotta make sure you're inside a bit. I see what happened. Okay, so this person, they were outside collecting the stuff, okay? And then they moved inwards to avoid getting hit by this thing. But then they probably saw this and this, and so they're like, oh, I should back up so that when I get sucked in a little bit, I don't hit this thing. They did have their Vril up. They did have their Vril up, but because they backed up, see, they ran backwards, they end up getting hit with this whole explosion because they probably didn't realize it didn't go off yet. Okay, but then the Divine Doubt thing's about to happen, so it all kind of happens at the same time. Okay, the line thingies, pick up some Vril if you need it, and then Chinchilla is up, so use your Vril with the stack marker so you don't get the bleed. I didn't, so I died. Yeah, and I had full health too. Okay, but also at the same time, we only had 2 people in the stack marker, so I think that also probably contributed to why I died. Yeah, because I took a lot of that. And SV is a tank, and so maybe they could have invulned that by themselves, but yeah. Oof. They took like 7,000 health basically, and I took the majority of the rest of it, it seems like. Dang. Dang. $18 plus 7 is 23,000. Divided by 8 is like, let's just make this 4. So it'd be about 3,000 if for that stack. Yeah, that sounds about right. Raid white. You like my guesstimation math? Okay. Yeah, so that was a raid wide. Oh, it seems like it did a lot more. Oh, it's probably. Oh, yeah, we're in the Trinchala thing. So the raid wide, the Stotrum, does way more damage. That's a lot of damage. Alright, spread out. A little blue cleave thing over there. Okay, okay. Nice. Nice. Man, that was a whole thing. This one is not very popular in Party Finder from what I have seen. I see a lot of the Realm Reborn ones. There's a lot of enthusiastic people who want to do the Realm Reborn extremes, but the Stormblood ones weren't as popular. I almost never saw Emanation extreme up for minimum eye level. Like, people do run this stuff for like mounts and things like that, but I didn't see, when I was like grabbing footage and running content, I didn't see a lot of people running this one. Anyway, hope that was useful. Bye.